Once upon a time, when the mountains of Sulaymaniyah whispered tales to the wind, and the rivers carried secrets from one land to another, there lived a princess whose name was spoken with love by every heart in the kingdom. Her name was Princess Isabel, the only daughter of King Dostali, ruler of Sulaymaniyah. Isabel was known not just for her rare beauty, but for something far more precious, her kindness. She listened to the poor, learned from scholars, and believed that wisdom was a far greater weapon than any sword. The people said her eyes held both courage and compassion, and that her words could calm anger like rain falling upon a fire. Now, across the eastern lands, ruled the powerful King Rajarau of Persia, who was a king, feared for his ambition and admired for his immense wealth. But years earlier, a terrible tragedy had struck his palace. During a royal hunting expedition, his beloved Queen Nilam and their two young sons, Prince Zerman and Prince Asman, vanished without a trace. The entire kingdom mourned them, believing they were lost to the world forever. War. No one knew was that they had been captured by an ancient and evil jinn named Zaruna. He imprisoned them deep within a hidden cave in the jungle, binding them with dark magic that froze them in time. As the years passed, King Rajura's heart hardened with grief, and his sorrow slowly twisted into a hunger for power. He sought to fill the emptiness in his soul by expanding his empire. When Rajaro heard stories of Princess Isabel, her beauty, her sharp intellect, and the deep love her people had for her, a dangerous idea took root in his mind. He believed that by abducting her and demanding Sulaymaniyah as ransom, he could conquer a new land and finally silence his own pain. One dark night, under the cover of silence and fear, his soldiers crossed the borders and stole Princess Isabel from her palace. Yet, as they journeyed through the dense, unforgiving jungle, destiny began to weave a different path. Isabel noticed signs that the guards completely ignored the subtle snap of a broken branch. Strange symbols carved into ancient stones, and whispers that didn't belong to the wind. Vizin. Her sharp mind and unwavering courage, she saw her chance and escaped, fleeing into the vast, wild forest alone. Though fear tugged at her, she trusted her intelligence to be her guide. Deep within the jungle's heart, she stumbled upon a hidden cave where time itself seemed to stand still. Inside, she found Queen Nilam, weak but alive. Beside her were the two princes, now grown men, but still trapped by the powerful magic of the jinn Zaruna. Soon Zaruna himself appeared, a swirling shadow of ancient malice. He saw Isabel as a powerless girl, lost and alone, and in his arrogance, he began to boast. But the princess listened. She'll listened carefully as the jinn gloated about his unbreakable curse. And in his pride, he revealed the secret to his own defeat. Zaruna's power could be bound if one could trick him into revealing his true name and the sealing spell that went with it. With calm words and clever, disarming questions, Isabel outwitted the ancient evil. When Zaruna laughed, revealing the last pieces of the puzzle, she acted swiftly. Using an ancient charm she had learned from the scholars of Sulaymaniyah, she spoke the words of power and trapped the jinn inside a sealed bottle, locking him away for all eternity. In that instant, the curse broke. After 20 long years frozen in time, Queen Nilam and her sons were finally free. Their return to Persia was nothing short of a miracle. Bells rang out from every tower, prayers of gratitude echoed through the streets, and tears of joy flowed across both Persia and Sulaymaniyah. King Rajarau, upon seeing his family alive and well, fell to his knees. For the first time in decades, the ice around his heart melted, and overwhelming guilt replaced his cold ambition. He realized the terrible pain he had caused, not just to his own kingdom, but to their neighbors. He personally escorted Princess Isabel back to Sulaymaniyah not as a captive, but as an honored hero. Before King Dostali and all the people of Sulaymaniyah, King Rajarau bowed his head and asked for forgiveness. He brought precious gifts, chests of gold, sacks of wheat, bolts of the finest silk, and beautiful clothes, and beautiful clothes and ordered them to be distributed to every single household, rich and poor alike, as a token of his remorse. He praised Isabel not only as the savior of his family, but as a bridge between their two kingdoms. Then, with true humility, he asked for Princess Isabel's hand in marriage for his elder son, Prince Salman, whose heart had been deeply moved by her incredible courage and wisdom. King Dostali, seeing the chance for a lasting peace, where once there was conflict, happily agreed. The wedding of Princess Isabel and Prince Salman was a celebration that lasted for days. Music filled the valleys, and the people of Persia and Sulaymaniyah danced together under the same sky. No longer enemies, but friends. From that day on, the two lands were bound by love, not war. Trade flourished between them, stories were shared, and even their languages began to blend. And it is said that this is why the people of Sulaymaniyah understand Persian to this day, not because of conquest or force, but because of friendship, gratitude, and a remarkable princess who chose wisdom over fear. And so, Princess Isabel's story lived on, passed down through generations. It wasn't just a tale of beauty or tragedy, but a timeless reminder that intelligence can defeat the darkest of evils, that kindness has the power to heal entire kingdoms, and that one brave heart can change the fate of the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales from around the world. We'll see you next time.